This content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill
Wait
no
a
one.
second.
No.
We return to our planet. The High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, so we're back at it again, I guess. Welcome to another First Impressions. I'm SeptumSin, and today we got Cannibal Claus. So this is kind of a release by the Sleeves box. You can see there's some definite nudity on the back. I'm not going to go too close to it, but let's just say that it definitely lives up to the Sleeves box name. Essentially, you've got this mall Santa who has been fired from his job, so he decides to go off and punish the naughty by killing them and eating them. And that's the whole of it, pretty much. On this disc, you have a large amount of special features, audio commentary, a retrospective, and the short film Stiffed, which is about a bunch of guys who go on this thing, and then one of them gets stiffed and he murders everybody for it. There you go. I like the short about as much as I like the movie, but we'll talk about that. So, plot-wise, it's pretty straightforward. It works. It does what it set out to do. It's not as much... It's not as bad as Red Christmas, by any means. But, Lord knows, it could be better. But I did think that it was okay. Again, it gives you what you're looking for. I mean, I'm sorry, if you're watching a film called Cannibal Claus, this really does hit you where it needs to hit you. You've got a cannibal Santa Claus. I think that's pretty there. You've got cannibalism, you got murder, and you got sex. I think that's pretty much all you need in a Christmas movie. And when I say nudity for these scenes, I mean all-out female nudity. I mean, not just the typical, boobs. I'm talking like even down there. It's all full frontal nudity type stuff. So, as far as effects, I thought it was believable. Of course, you could tell that they didn't have as much of a budget as some. I mean, they didn't quite nail it on the head like they did with Red Christmas. Well, as people did with Red Christmas that did it. But they definitely did nail it. They nailed it where they needed to. They got the point across. I definitely thought that this was somewhat disturbing. It did not make me sick, but definitely disturbed me in multiple ways. So it did its job. And that's all you really can expect it to do. I kind of like the cheap aesthetic. I thought that the guy who played Santa Claus was a great Santa Claus. I do like that he kind of took the hillbilly teeth, cracked hillbilly teeth in for his murder spree. And I kind of liked the concept. I mean, if you're going to go Cannibal Claus, you got to go all the way Cannibal Claus, after all. And I even like some of the things where they kind of wrap the walls with wrapping paper. I thought that was kind of cool as well. I liked the cheap aesthetic. I thought it worked. Usually the low budget doesn't always work, but this time it worked. It did its job. And finally, well, not finally, of course, then you got acting. Acting is okay. It's what you expect. It's not, say, Criterion Christmas Tale level acting, but as far as low budget B-movies go, the acting is decent. It's not good, but it's not like bad. It's not as bad as what I've seen. I have seen bad, and this is not that bad. It's not like Slasher Claus bad. This is passable. And passable is, I'd say, the average, if not the good quality when it comes to B movies like this. Finally, let's talk music. Again, nothing to write home about here. It's okay. It does its job. It does its job well. And that's all you really need. I mean, do you really need more than that? I don't. So, I think we're good on that end. So that's all we got for today with Cannibal Claus. So who would like this? I think fans of Red Christmas would probably like this. It's not as much torture, but there is enough torture in this. I think fans of slashers would like this all right. I think that if you are really, really anti-gory, you're okay with somewhat slashers, but you don't like it getting a little bit too far over the edge, then this probably wouldn't. If you're not fine with the theme of cannibalism, I don't see you buying this anyway. But otherwise, I think that if you like low budget horror movies, you like low budget slashers, and you like a good amount of gore, I think this will be fine for you. If you are a highbrow person, like my last film I covered, then you're probably not going to want to watch Cannibal Claus. I think that it would stop at the title. So that's all that I have for you today. Of course, if you like this video, hit that like. If you don't, well, that's just whatever. But, of course, you can subscribe and share. But, of course, tell me in the comments. Have you seen Cannibal Claus? What do you think of Cannibal Claus? What do you think is your favorite Christmas slasher? Let me know in the comments down below. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.